actually. So I don't know. They said there would be a Q&A. So if you guys want any questions?
Well, we got to say what we did first.
Right. So what we did.
I'm Steve Roden. I did straight makeup, and I did half the effects, and I did directed the monster section, and I made the monster costume.
I'm Ben Trandom. I wrote the story, executive produced, direct bookends, vampires, slasher, wrote the Nazis, did the other side of the special effects, the digital side, something else probably. Yeah.
Lance Henderson, I wrote and directed the cult sequence. I acted as Dennis in the film and produced the film.
Mike Nelson, directed the hillbilly section of the film, was one of the DPs, sound designer, and I was all those little monsters that you saw.
Well done. You guys have any questions or anything?
Yeah, any questions at all, minus the fact that there was bad compression on the DVD.
What school was used for the film?
It was shot at St. Patrick's Middle School in Oak Park, Wisconsin. It was a school that was no longer being used as a school. The diocese owns the facility, but nobody's using it right now, so they just gave us the keys to the building and said use it all summer long.
How long did it take to shoot?
It was 25 days of shooting over the course of 3 months. Because we had to shoot on the weekends.
Yep. What kind of funding did you guys have?
Funding?
Student loans and credit cards.
Yeah, it's funding.
Well, nobody was paid, so I mean,
Yeah.
It was $8,000 for production. So.
Okay.
You saw the $8,000 version.
Yeah.
That's why this is what we're coming down to. Right now we're working on spicing up the post. We're going to bring it through color correction, like a more set color correction. We're getting a fully original score put in there right now, and we're getting the sound design beefed up just for mixing and so forth. So.
How much is it going to cost?
When we're done?
You mean the movie, or when it's all done?
how much would it cost us, or how much would it cost you?
Oh. Well, it depends on whether or not we do a self-distribution or try and sell it to a distributor. Usually, I don't know, if we went to self-distribution, that wouldn't be probably until next year, and it'd be about 20 bucks, I'd assume. 20, 25. We're not going to, stab you with something. Right.
Is this your first film, or do you have anything else down the line?
This is our first feature.
Yeah, that's why we did so many genres, because we wanted to do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. We have a slew of short films on our website, randomcreatureface.com. And then right now we've got, I think, 2 feature scripts in the works. One that we're really kind of pushing forward to. I can shoot that next summer, but we'll see how that turns out. So, but yeah, I mean, we have a list of films we'd like to make that spans into like 2016. So I mean, we just gotta make ourselves busy.
Big pipe dreams.
But yeah,
It's all right.
Tattoo. How?
I originally wrote it in high school when I was in summer school for government, and I spent all summer.
Oh.
Yeah. I spent all summer actually renting hundreds and hundreds of really bad horror films, and I decided that really cool genre just for a kid to go to summer school where he hates, after watching a whole bunch of horror films and waking up in these different genres. And I originally wrote it just for myself, because I'm selfish. And then I met Mike at college, and I decided we could switch off, doing one each, and then it would be still kind of a unique thing. And then I met Steve and Troy, who directed the Nazi section. I've known Lance since 6th grade,
something like that.
so I'm just gonna give it to everybody, and we're gonna give it like a horror anthology, but you can actually watch it as a narrative film without having to have completely no connection between the pieces. So.
Anything else? Anything else?
Are you guys based out of Wisconsin? Is something school?
We're based in St. Paul, actually.
Okay.
We're both from Eau Claire, where we shot the film.
Okay.
So, and I had some connections with the diocese there, so that's how I was able to shoot there.
I'm from here.
Basically, full on.
Yeah. So all the actors and the directors and everything, it was all volunteer.
Pretty much.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
All of
I mean,
them, like,
We gave gas and food. And that's
Gas and food, and
And provided a place to sit.
yeah, they wanted to do it. I mean, we all wanted to do it, so that's what
Basically,
we
yeah.
did.
That's what actors at Starro have to do anyways, right?
That's what we hope.
Some filmmakers.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any concerns about trying to get your styles consistent, or how
Oh, of
it
course.
feels
I actually
Yeah,
prefer it to be
many
not.
movies deal with
I
that.
don't know. I preferred it not to be consistent in the styles because the narrative storytelling was still there, so it doesn't really matter. Like obviously the hillbilly and from the vampires to the hillbilly is a completely different style of film. So
Well, I was worried. I'm a pessimist though, so it's just.
There was definitely talk about if that was going to be a big issue, but I know we've had some mixed reviews on that, but for the most part, people do take it as one long story, at least so far. So this is how many screenings we've had. So
I was the only one that had no style and went into this. This was my first writing and directing thing ever. These guys all have.
You did the first part.
Yeah,
the cults.
From the ruler slap to the stab.
To the stab in the chest, right?
An alternate ending on the DVD could be yourself as a zombie.
we tried to get a zombie section in there. We tried really hard.
Yeah, I've made like 3 zombie shorts.
Yeah.
Alternate ending on the DVD.
We actually wrote 3 different endings, and they all got nixed just because we have no money. So it was like, oh, let's shoot this. It'd be awesome if we can, have a spacecraft land and blow up the Earth or something. And no, that's $1 million. We know that.
Infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
Actually, your guys' opening reminds me of a old drive-in theater.
Oh yeah,
You really shouldn't change that. Leave that shit in there.
Oh no,
Because that definitely is part of it.
Yeah,
The soundtrack and everything.
we're fighting for that right now. Like, that's one thing that we're in the process right now of grabbing the rights to some of the clips that we showed and that actual track, which I don't know if you guys are really big horror nerds, but if you could recognize the track underneath the beginning, the Night of Bloody Horror, it's the intro music is what we use for that little grindhousey
I
thing.
remember seeing the part from Pieces in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
So,
yes.
I mean, that's in the $5.99 bin. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, we're hoping. So yeah, and then we'd like to try to keep that little color montage at the beginning. The flashes and the things come in and all that stuff. So that's a hope right now that we're trying to work for. So
we're trying to get it look timeless.
Oh yeah.
So we can pick it up and be like, I don't know when this was made.
Any other questions? Anything else? 9. All right.
Production story.
Production stories. Oh, I got a good story. All right, this is gonna be kind of long, but it's a really damn good story. So the scene where you see me get shot in the face in the hillbilly sequence through the car window, that was my car. We cracked a block on that car and just drug it up to Spooner to shoot that sequence. And so the whole inside's coated in blood and chunks and whatever else. We drug it back to my house in kind of a shady area of St. Paul and parked it in my alley for a week.
I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, this happened last summer. Yep.
That's us. Yeah.
And so my neighbors freaked out, called the cops. The cops come to the house, they run the VIN on the car, find out what belongs to me, and start knocking on doors to find out who owns this vehicle. So eventually a cop comes to my front door, knocks on the door, and asks if I know who owns the red car out back. I was like, yeah, it's mine. He goes, the red one in the alley. I was like, yeah, it's my car. Can I see your ID, please? So I give him my ID. He's like, oh, so you're Lance. We thought something happened to you. And I was like, oh, because of the blood. He's like, yeah, it looks really real. So I went back there and his partner was like taping off my backyard. They were calling their sergeant in, and so by the time the whole thing was said and done, we had 5 squads back there, 8 different cops. I had one cop grilling me as to where the slug from the shotgun went. Because he's like, if you went through the window at that range, it would have gone right through the car. And I was like, well, there's a dent on the frame on that side of the car. It probably just bounced off the frame and went into the seat. Well, then where's the hole in the seat? Like, the guy just wouldn't let it go. I don't know what his problem was. So we brought the footage out, we showed it to him. The sergeant that came down was pretty cool about it. Apparently they were freaking out because they were trying to find a body earlier that morning, and they couldn't. So they maybe popped the trunk and everything. But then, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But then after everything was done, everyone leaves and the sergeant's the one there, and she turns to me and goes, where are the plates for this car? I was like, well, when the car broke down, I just transferred the plates to my new car, so, what's the big deal? She's like, you can't have an untaken car sitting in an alley like this. I was like, all right.
Just kept going.
Like, well, my brother gets home, we'll move it, because the 2 of us can't move this car by ourselves. She's like, no, you're going to have to move it right now. I was like, okay, you guys can give us a hand? She's like, well, I can't help you. Maybe these guys over here can, and she points to the squad that's driving away. I was like, that's fucking sweet. So we ended up getting my brother's truck and like pushing it up the hill and letting it close back into the driveway. And it's still parked there today. It's been sitting there for about a year. It's got squirrels living in it. So,
Still coated in blood.
still coated in blood.
With chunks everywhere.
Yeah, but then the papers picked it up and the AP ended up picking it up, and it's kind of cool. It's free press, so
Yeah.
it's nice.
For advertising.
Yes. Yeah.
I just want to say really good job on it.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, man.
We aim for all ages, and the young crowd there. So hopefully the old angry people don't. Jaded,
The one concern I had was it starts off really slow, as you probably all saw, And I mean, we didn't want to kind of fall into that trap of like grab them fast with a really cheap scare and then hold on to them. I mean, we just kind of wanted to really build the characters and let it take its own life. Because I think by the time you hit like right after the monster sequence, when you get into the story, like that's where it really starts to suck in. And then you had the vampires, which is great.
We also had an experiment where we didn't show boobs to see if you still watch.
Right. Yeah.
So we did a walk out, so apparently not everybody
They want
wanted
boobs.
That's the problem. You don't pay your actors. Well, we appreciate you guys all coming down.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll be running this at our little table tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna be running the whole movie at our table tomorrow, so stop by, check it out again, look at your favorite part or whatever.
Pixelate and go weird.
Yeah, it won't pixelate and go weird, I promise.
Yeah. And if it does, you can beat them up.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.